It is your boy Christian. I just, in the spirit of being a go-giver and not a go-getter, I have the one and only, the most amazing woman that you're ever gonna meet. She is a singer. She's a mother. She is a God follower. She is an awesome, amazing trainer. She's a AKA paralegal, AKA helps out with investments and businesses, knows mortgage inside and out. And it's just my privilege to introduce you to Tawanda. Tawanda, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, Christian. Thank you so much for having me. And let me first start off by telling you how proud I am that you're doing this. I wish you and your family nothing but much success and happiness because you're pulling heartstrings and you're really doing a service, and which is so important for us. Well, now that I said all that, my name is Tawanda. As Christian said, McCool-Wooten.
Hey,
Hey, I had such a great time with you. You have been something that somebody in my life that I'll never forget. Remember that. And well, I told you we're going to be connected. Your family and my family, yes, we're going
come
to be
on now.
connected
Come on.
forever.
Come on.
Well, I've been in the real estate business since 1991. Don't let the older
What?
belay fool you.
Girl,
Yes,
I thought you were like 27. What are you talking about?
I am.
Man, come on.
I am. After receiving my first paralegal degree, I went to a major real estate. I'm sorry, after receiving my paralegal degree in real estate law as a focus, I started off working for a major title company in Chicago because that's where I'm from.
What?
And I enjoyed it. I started off as working as a title examiner assistant, where I even typed title, did research for legal property, learning the legal descriptions and going into the details, meets and bounds. Awesome. Had a great experience. And then I got promoted to an escrow officer where I started closing and funding real estate loans, both refinances and purchases. And I did it with attorneys. So I got to use my paralegal skills in that, and I loved it. I enjoyed it until I got this offer at a major bank to become an underwriter in 2003. Loved it. I learned a lot because I started with the back end of the business, the front and back end, because the paralegal starts the contracts and then the title information, all that tied together. So now I knew about the funding. So now I was curious about how it all came together, and I had that opportunity. And I started off in retail, so doing purchases, and when you call retail, because you had face-to-face contact back in the day with the borrowers, and we had retail stores where we would get the applications in. Loved it. And then from on, that's history. I've been underwriting ever since. I still use my paralegal skills because it does take that mind to go into depth as far as title and trusts. Did a lot of trusts review. Loving it. I really do love and enjoy underwriting, and people that are mortgage holders better appreciate your underwriters because we do a lot. There's a lot of stress, a lot of pressure on us to make sure we're accurate, a lot of numbers involved, all for the greater good of making sure that both you, the borrower, and the bank are in compliance. And it's very, very important. So be gracious to your underwriter because they do a lot and not just as a liaison, but we are the person that makes that final decision. So it's important that we be able to do that, and we love it, and we're thankful for that opportunity because we actually are very impactful and we change people's lives. We give you home ownership.
Yeah, we do. Come on, girl. You know we do. We're out here to support you, help
Yes,
you, serve you.
yes,
And
yes.
I'll tell you, Tawanda, like you're so good at just it's serving and really just have that servant's heart and that leaders eat last kind of attitude and taking on projects. I worked with her. I'm just telling you straight up, like this girl, what she can spit out in a day, like as far as content, as far as design, like she can do it all. She's like a master of everything. It's incredible. I'm a little intimidated being next to her right now. I'm just letting you know because she's so awesome. I feel it like radiating over off the screen right
Oh,
now, right here. But I know that a lot of people that are going to watch this are going to want to know. So let's dive into it just a little bit. How long were you at Better, Twanda?
oh yeah. Thank you for asking. I started with Better in September of 2020. Started off as a high performing with you
Yeah, you were.
underwriter.
Yeah,
So
you were. Dude, when I say high performing, like there's me and then there's Tawanda. And like I was top
Stop.
5%, so I'm letting you know where Tawanda was really at. She's
Stop.
insane, y'all. Insane.
Stop. Stop. But it took you, as you know, that takes a lot of time away from your family
It
to
does.
do that. And it wasn't just for greedy, but we knew that there was a big need to make sure these customers, we're meeting the needs of the customer, because that's what it ended up being, meeting the needs of the customer. So yes, it required a lot of work, but it's effortless when you love it. So yes, I was a high performer. And then in June, like with you, I got the opportunity to be promoted.
Yeah, you did with me.
Yes, with you, I got the opportunity to be promoted as an underwriting trainer. Loved it. It was a bit of, it was very important time for me because, like I told you, I had survived COVID, and then there was all these calls on being underwriters, and you think about the need and how important our role is in the lending business. So I said, okay, had I expired, what would I have, what impact would I have done to this mortgage industry, and again, to the actual borrower or the buyer? So I thought about that and I said, so how could I be more impactful and what would be my footprint? So my footprint, and I decided on to walk away from the underwriting production side and become a more impactful person by training people, pouring into everything that I know, from the legal aspects all the way to the funding aspects of the mortgage process. There are so many people that need this vital information, not just as a consumer, but as an employee. And bridging the gap of the lack of knowledge to the knowledge is very urgent right now, because there's a huge gap. And that's where I believe that we as underwriters can meet the need of these companies by being that gap, that bridge, and making sure that when they cross that bridge, we're here to meet them and help them cross back over. Because that's what we really are. We're the bridge. And we're a good bridge because we have a lot of intel that we don't want to just leave this earth without sharing. And I truly believe this is an opportunity for us to be impactful to so many new underwriters, to be useful for so many companies. We have a lot of experience. Building content was awesome. I don't know about you, but that was awesome.
Hey, it
Learning
was
how to build.
amazing.
And you, oh my goodness,
Oh,
I hungered to work with you because
stop, stop, stop,
no, I
stop,
hunger
stop.
because we're very spontaneous. So we don't like to take a lot of time. We do exactly what we're hired to do. We get it done, and we usually got it done like so fast that it was questioned all the time. It's like we underwrite that way. So
Well,
we're
and
constantly,
this brings up a great question, Tawanda, because I get, hey, um, you got done with that really fast, so it can't be good. And somehow we've
yes,
equated if you can get something done rapidly that it's not good. What would you say
yes.
about that, Tawanda?
That's an oxymoron, because that is different if you're production. If you got it done fast in production, you got rewarded substantially.
You got that money.
Substantially. However, if you create content in the same speed, or efficiency is like what I like, that's the word I prefer to use.
Yeah.
What's the difference? The proficiency is still there. You still have that same churning mindset. Your goal is to produce exactly what has been asked of you. They put in the call, we need this done, or job order. We need the team to create this job or to complete this job order. They give us a time, they give us about a week to get it done. We get it done that day. That's called efficiency. And it should be rewarded and looked at the same as if you were in production.
That's so good. That's so good. Let's switch topics just a little bit. I
Yes.
know that your time at Better, that you also had the chance to be a part of the diversity team, and I just America. We've been talking about empathy. I know in some of my interviews, I would kind of like to just touch base with diversity, not specific diversity with Better, but just diversity in general with corporations. What should people know about diversity and inclusion and in that regards to companies?
Thank you. That's a great question. What companies should know about diversity is beyond race, it's beyond sex, it's beyond that. Diversity starts here in the mentality. When you're raised, you're put in front of televisions and you're being fed so much stuff that is contradicts the truth about an individual. So I say this, and I say this with passion, being both female and African American. Don't limit that. Stop looking at a book at its cover. Open the book up. It's very interesting read. You'll be surprised on how advantageous the read would be for you if you chose that individual, not just for who and what they look like and what they actually are. You can't change that. That wasn't my art choice. What we are is what we are. However, what we can be is impactful to your businesses. And besides color and sex, diversity is a mindset. If you can, microaggression, macroaggression, all that is a mindset. You have to change that, especially with this today's time when most employers are very profitable in the Zoom world, the virtual world of business. A lot of businesses are remote. It doesn't matter on what the person looks like or what the person, what religion or what sex they prefer. What it does matter though is that can they do what I hired them to do, and do they have the results to prove that they can? Just like you, I got the reward, and I was excited for my good service on our team. I really took that, and I mean that with my whole heart, that it's beyond. If you can open your mindset and go beyond, everything is beyond. This experience is beyond. I've never been laid off a day in my life. I've always been involved in the experience, but I've never been laid off. I've never ever been laid off. So this is a different world for me, but I tell you, I'm taking it by the horns. I'm truly grateful. And I tell you, world, I'm a great asset.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Man, you covered that so well. So tell me about the future. Let's dive into that just a little bit. What does the future look like for you? You're gonna take some time off. You're gonna get snatched up right away. You're gonna wait a month. What does it look like for you? What are next steps?
Well, I'm interested in being snatched up right away.
Come on, the
I
truth.
am, yes, I am interviewing. Again, there is no such thing as idle time. If you haven't learned anything about these last 2 years, nothing's promised. Nothing, nothing, absolutely nothing's promised. So if you have the ability and you have the strength and you have the wherewithal, don't take it for granted. Be of service. Use it all to be of service. I am a servant, and I'm in it in many ways and many aspects of my life. So I want to utilize everything that I have, all of my experience and knowledge for my next opportunity. I'm really excited. There's no downtime for me. The only time is downtime is when I'm asleep.
You are a go-giver. And I love it, Tawanda. So if somebody want to get in touch with you, if a recruiter sees this, a company sees this, maybe it's an office manager that's like, this girl right here, this is the one right here, right here. We want her right now. How do they get a hold of you? Are you on LinkedIn, or do they email you?
Yes.
How can they find you?
Yes, I am on LinkedIn as Tawanda MW. My email address that I prefer to use is D as in dog, B as in boy, ARAK, D as in dog, at sbcglobal.net. Don't use my preferred social media pages for this because I want to keep it truly professional. But you can go check it out. It is truly professional already. I am on IG as my pink faith _amen. And I'm on Facebook as Tawanda MC /Wooten. So that's me. Thank you, Christian, for having me. I am so grateful for this opportunity. I know you're going to be snatched up. Your mind is something to listen, people. His mind, his fortitude, his gratitude, his generosity, his appreciation, not only shown but expressed, is top notch. He is a catch, and I know you're going to kill it in the world. And look, if you get an opportunity and you're way up there, don't forget about me. Come for me.
Hey, likewise, don't forget about me. Wherever you're going, I want to go with you. Hey, this has been Christian. This is our YouTube channel, LinkedIn. This is our Spotlight series. Today is the one and only Tawanda. There's nobody like her. I'm telling you, she's a catch. I give her my highest recommendation. It was a privilege to work with her, serve alongside her as we helped the better customers in the journey, and the different employees and underwriting and training and sales and processing, and
Yes.
all with the goal of serving you with excellence. And so I'm going to tell you, she has that servant's heart. She is the leader that eats last. You give her something, count it done. You don't have to micromanage it. It's done. As soon as you
Yes.
gave it, as soon as the words came out of your mouth, she's already done with it. In her mind, she's already done. It might take her about an hour to type it out real quick. So I'm just letting you know, she's a catch. She's amazing. And with that, we're going to say goodbye. So
Thank you
bye.
so much. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye-bye.